Hey, everybody, look on the screen, look on the screen. Beautiful girl, 16 years old. Let's go ahead and look at the clip. I I just, something's just not right. I just don't think this just happens out of nowhere. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the clip that I will return with further commentary. I've said it before, said again, they're taking out our best and brightest. Anybody who may possibly remotely have a chance at a future, have a plan. You already know what will happen in Blackistan. Let's check out the clip. Rest in peace. Then I'll return with my commentary. Some may agree, disagree. Yo, it's okay. We can have the conversation. So check it out. What happened to this young, beautiful young woman at the hands of a Dusty. Fair use.
Sophomore was shot and killed overnight by her mother's boyfriend. Police, that suspect held 16-year-old Lauren Juma captive before shooting her.
Deputies say when they arrived, they heard a gunshot, then screaming. It all happened at a home on Canton Trace, that's near FM 1960 and Lee Road in the Humble area. Our Marcelino Benito joins us live. Marcelino, the victim's family just spoke.
Well, that's right, Len. This family is in absolute shock, desperate to understand how a man they trusted for years could all of a sudden murder an innocent teenager.
And I just don't understand why.
Lori Young can't help but replay her daughter Lauren's final moments.
I just know my baby called me on the phone, FaceTime me. And she said, "Mom, help me."
Lori was at work in Austin. 16-year-old Lauren Juma was inside the family home near Humble with her mom's boyfriend, 60-year-old Van Brisbane. What was happening inside, still a mystery, but Lauren also called her older sister for help before the deadly shooting.
She just said that he was being really weird. She wanted me to come pick her up.
Investigators say Brisbane was holding Lauren against her will with a gun to her head. Deputies swarmed the home this morning.
And I was there for about 3 minutes before I heard 2 gunshots go off. And I could just remember running up to the house and the officers telling me to go back to my car.
Now Brisbane is charged with murder.
She just wanted to get away. That's all she wanted.
And the family is left to grieve the loss of a daughter and sister.
She was really beautiful. She had a beautiful soul. She just wanted to go out and enjoy life.
Lauren was a sophomore at Nimitz High, had just made it onto the cheer squad, and wanted to head to the Air Force after graduation.
And he treated Lauren like she was his baby. And I just don't understand.
Investigators say Brisbane is not cooperating and a motive still unclear. Lauren's mother, who spent 5 years by his side, says nothing he can say will make this make any sense.
And he get rotten in jail. He had no reason for taking my baby's life.
And we do hope to learn more once Brisbane does make his first court appearance. If you'd like to help this family with funeral costs, we will have a link to their GoFundMe page up on our website, khou.com.
Okay, so here's my issue. Everybody's different. Not blaming the mother, hell no. Okay, but here's the thing I just have a problem with. Quite often, women see things, and I remember when I was younger, I'd hear you'd have women that would get divorced, then they would get remarried, and then you would always hear another woman who would go, "Are you going to marry him? You're going to move him into your home? Girl, you've got teenage daughters." And it was like, they got teenage daughters. And then you figure out they're saying, hey, at that time, I think maybe some women are more protective. And then you have some are like, oh, no, this is my chance. This is my chance. I'm going to get married and this is my man. And you have to understand too, that's your daughter, not his. These women are young and developing. It's not uncommon for when you pick up of all nationalities a dust bucket who starts checking out the daughters. Then they start making advances. There are cases like this here where some mothers, I hate to tell you, they have looked the other way. There are YouTube videos. Mom, the boyfriend doing this to me, and she cursed the child out. You got to be out of your rabbit behind mine. How many, they've got movies on at the Lifetime channel. They've been on Dr. Phil, seriously. And some women want to look the other way because why? They are so desperate they want to validate themselves via having a man. If it's a dust bucket or a man you having to support, honey, That speaks to your low self-esteem. So this right here, it does make me wonder at some point for this to escalate at this point, was something else going on and was a mom turning a blind eye? The other thing is this, and again, we don't know, but that does enter my mind initially. That all of a sudden everything seems okay and seems normal, and he just has a gun to her head. She's acting weird. Now, with him acting weird, there are two things I want to address in the video. Number one, let me retract. Often cases, if you notice when something happens to these children, being a baby that's being shaken, a minor, or in this case here, a child being attacked, being murked, if you notice, in most cases, why do women always at work? Becky had her baby shook. Where was Becky at? Oh, she was at work. When Dusty Dan was breaking into those houses and using his minor child to climb through the doggy door and taught the child to pull a chair up and then unlock it and let daddy in, where was Becky? She was at work. How many black women in the community? Every time you look up, in most cases, when something happens to these children, the women are always at work and the man is left at home with the children. Why is that? Are you also supporting the family? This is day off? Why the hell is that? Speaks volumes. Low performing men. So when low performing men they commit low performing acts, do not be surprised at all. Okay, this is what they do. So this case here, the other thing is I thought about it. This is the same thing that reminds me of all this. Oh, we gotta protect them with y'all. Black folks, when it comes to a dust bucket, oh, we don't want to call the police, get them white folks in our life. And I'm thinking to myself, if he's acting weird and they fear danger, she's calling her mother and calling her sister. Baby girl, I wish she had called the police. Just run outside the house. But I know we have it where, oh, what goes on in this house stays in this house. We want to keep a secret. I wish instead of calling her mother, she had called 911 or she had just walked outside the house and just stayed outside. I wish she had done that. But I get it. I get it. What goes on in this house stays in this house. We're not going to have Black Queen Mama business out there. Heaven forbid the neighbors find out or even think that something has gone wrong. All this trying to coddle. We want to always try to protect the ignorant. He starts acting weird like that. I wish she had just ran outside the house, wait in the front yard. But no, she stayed inside the house and she called her mom and her sister. I wish she called the police. Maybe they could have got him, but I understand in the BC, what goes on in this house stays in this house until 911 got to come out. And now everybody knows, oh, this happened. We want to keep a secret. We want to keep an image up. Mother, he says she's acting weird. You can tell her, hey, you know what? Just go outside the house, just leave. Oh, no, 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 no. We want to go ahead and assume, we want this pretense that everything is okay. More worried about appearances in most cases. More worried about appearances. Did she leave her job immediately? And then she calls a sister. I wish she had called 911. Get out the window, just get out of the house. But oh, no, no. We don't do that because guess what? We want to protect an image. Heaven forbid, we don't want to put the truth that we have a Dusty in here who's dangerous. But guess what? Now we know. Now, if there was a secret, now it's out. He putting a gun to her head. I'm kind of wondering, it's a no-brainer that maybe something else was going on between him and the girl. He may have been attacking her, assaulting her. And maybe she knew what was going to happen and don't want to say. And maybe she was going to tell. Why would you just shoot the girl in the head twice? Why would you just shoot her like that? A gun to her head. What do you think he was doing acting strange? And if anything I've learned in the BC, man, the buttercup got it down when it comes to a cover-up. He's acting strange. What the hell is that? So I just wish she had ran outside. But I really think, like I said, this right here, it's a no-brainer. Why would he shoot the girl? In my opinion, I think I think he was harming. And look at this. Oh Lord, look. I hate to ask you, but look at it. And he's the boyfriend that the mother's had for 5 years. Again, she's at work, he's at home. This sounds like a typical Tyrone. 5 years. Nothing you can say to me. So more than likely more will come out at trial, but I just find it's a lot of moving parts here, and I think a lot of information is missing. This doesn't make any sense. That everything is normal, and he decides to go ahead and take a gun and put it to the girl's head. No, something else is going on. Tina, Tachina, where are you? And it's sad to say women like that, especially in the BC, there will be so much there will be so much pity for this man. Will he need help? Yes, he needs help, and what it needs to be is the chair in prison. Let Bubba and them give him that help or give him that work that he needs. She had a plan. High school sophomore student going to the Air Force. And now here come the GoFundMe. So this here, something else is going on with this. Out of the blue, I just find it hard to believe that out of the blue, she decides to call her mom and sister in a moment of distress. Doesn't call the police. I get it. In the back of me, oh no, can't do that, girl. You might make him look bad. She should have called 911 and just got out of the house. A gun to her head. Anyway, you all tell me another tragedy. 5.5 hours. Mother's Day is what, May 8th, next Sunday? How many more do we have to lose? Dusties bring drama, they bring trauma. The financial implications is too much dust in the nation, and I'm out.